Yo. Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna talk about AG. So it was like the first big project I was art directing. And like the first one, we were like, let's go. Huge win for Ave, huge win. I had no good ideas. Like, well, I had ideas that I thought were good, but people just kept telling me no. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like totally running out of time. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go up a week early and just live in the parking lot in my minivan, which is something I did often before I moved here. No, please. This is totally normal. Going to your like workplace as a remote employee and then just like camping in the parking lot and then having to walk in an hour early with a big ass suitcase so you can shower. Everybody does this. I'm actually surprised I'm the only one here today. So I don't feel good about AG, right? And I'm like, it's like the first time that I really like kind of don't have an idea that like is approved, and I'm like, what is gonna happen? I go to the photo studio, they tell me about the archive room. TK's like, let me show you around. I'm like, fuck yeah. So we go over, and first level, there's like these TVs on the ground, and I'm like, what are those? He was like, yeah, these used to be these TVs that they would use for the AG premieres back in the day. Just got dropped off like last week. The guy that used to like run the parties was like, oh yeah, here's some burn archive stuff. I was like, can we use those? And he was like, yeah, like maybe we can get it working. Oh my God.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, it's lighting up. Oh, no way. And then the TV comes on and we're like, oh my God, like it works. So then Chaka ended up actually getting it to work. And yeah, we made a whole edit and we filmed it on the TV, which was really sick. And I got to like art direct. I'm working with Ian on the edit. I'm working with, you know, Lindsay's project managing. We got all the people. It's just so fun to work with so many people. Like you're working with the people shooting it and the people that are creating the stuff, and then you're working with the makeup artists that are making the looks that the people are shooting, and then you're working with the project managers and the producers to make sure all the things are there that we need behind them, and working with the models. How are we posing? How are we with the photographers and the lighting and the selects? Like it's literally, you work with everybody. Like there's not one person I'm not working with. And I think that's so fun. And it's really hard though. Sometimes I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm trying my best. Everybody has ideas. They're all like so talented. Everyone that I work with is so talented. And I think that's something about Vern that's so cool. People get jaded, you know, it's life. You get jaded, but like it's hard to get jaded with this bunch. Like I do get jaded for sure sometimes, but most of the time I'm just like, let's make some, you know? We're lucky to be where we are. Team Burton. Oh. This is my first AG campaign, which AG has always been something that I've been like, oh. And then getting to work with Niels, who is an artist himself, and like I've appreciated his art for years, and he makes music, and just like the way he is, I'm like, yeah. And he was like running with all the ideas. The goal of this project for me was to have people look at it, feel some type of way. If it makes them be like, what the hell? Cool. If it's like, yeah, sick. But like I want some sort of response. You know what I mean? Time to eat some cereal. Good night.